I know 8 months is a long time to be gone, but honestly, I have no excuses to be gone for that long, other than I'm just lazy. The only good excuse I really do have is when my basement flooded and I couldn't get to my PC. Well, yes, everything is fine, so I didn't have to get a new one. It didn't get that far, but everything had to be ripped out, and it's a whole long story. I don't feel like not getting into, but I do apologize for being gone, and hopefully I can get back on that grind on Once Upon a Rhyme because I enjoy making story times. And honestly, it makes me excited to give you guys the experience that I went through, so y'all didn't have to go through it yourselves. But let's jump into the story time that I have for y'all. This story time takes place 6 months ago. It's about a customer who tried to fight me when it wasn't my fault. So let's dive right in. So on this night, I was doing the overnight. We were already shorthanded, and it was just me and this other person. So I start cooking the breakfast a little bit early, so I can I can temp it and I can get everything ready. So I can be ahead. Well, somebody didn't lock the door before they left, so this customer came in. We're gonna give him a name. His name is gonna be Paul. Paul walks in, and the reason I'll explain why I know his name in a minute. But Paul walks in, and he's like, "I got a mobile order." I said, "I'm sorry, our lobby is closed. You're gonna have to go to the drive-thru." And I tried to explain to him multiple times, but he wasn't understanding at first. So he finally gets out. He finally goes to the drive-thru. I take his order. We go through, and I'm cooking the breakfast. I'm temping the food. My other coworker's making the food. So then I finally get to the window, cash him out. He has a mobile order. It has his name right there. And I made his food. Like, I made his fries, his drink, and then I gave it out to him. And that was the end of it. He was gone. We finished what we needed to do. I went home, and I passed out as soon as I got home after I showered. The next day, I woke up around 4, and I was like, man, I'm getting hungry. And I got up, I got dressed. I sat in my chair for a minute because I didn't know if I wanted to wait or not. But then I was like, yeah, I'm going to go get some free food at McDonald's. So I got up, I got my shoes on. Talked to my mom for a minute. Just let her know, hey, I'm leaving. And, I was leaving. So I get on, my electric scooter. Yes, I don't drive. I ride an electric scooter. It's actually pretty funny. I should get one. And basically, I got there. I was still sleep deprived, so I was, still getting, all the stuff on my... I was, still trying to wake up. And I get there, they're busy, so I'm waiting for the manager to come up so I can talk to them, hey, can I get some free food? And, while I'm waiting for my food, Paul comes in. And I didn't notice him at first. I'm still sleep deprived. I'm, scrolling on my phone waiting for my food so I can eat. He's like, I want to make a complaint about this manager. And I was very confused, so I started listening a little bit. And basically, he just starts describing what I look like. Yeah, he's got brown hair. He's kind of fat. I was like, wait, is he talking about me? So I look, and I realized who it was. It was Paul. I was like, oh, and he looks, and he finally sees me. I don't know how he didn't see me when he walked through, but he didn't. So when he looked at me, he was like, yeah, it's him. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't even do anything to you. I told you to get out the lobby, and he was like, well, you're racist. He was telling me I was racist, and I said racist things to him. I was like, I didn't say nothing racist to you, sir. And, we're going back and forth, and the manager is trying to, get the story of, what's going on. And I tried to explain, but he was like, then he tries to fight me, and, he, wants to square up now. He's like, come outside, we're going to handle this. And I was like, well, it's not that serious. I'm not trying to fight. I just woke up. This is not the first thing I wanted to do. I just wanted to get some food. So then the manager finally gets between us. And, he made up a lie. He was like, that's a minor. This guy did not care. This guy was ready to fight. So then a couple customers stepped in. This one guy, I'll give him a name. I don't know what his name was, but I'm going to give him Tony. Hopefully that's not his real name. But Tony steps in. And he's like, yo, he was jumping in. He was like, yo, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fucking fight you. You're trying to hit a minor. Come outside, motherfucker. I was like, damn. And he was like, yeah, you're a bitch. While walking away, I was like, damn. So after Tony's little crash out, defending me because I was like, I didn't do nothing wrong. I finally walk on the work floor. Usually we're not supposed to, but this guy's trying to fight me. So he's going back and forth with customers at this point. It has nothing to do with me anymore. So I'm just in the back. I'm pissed. I'm like, man, I just fucking woke up. I just wanted to get some fucking food, man. So finally I was like, I told the manager, can I just go home? He's like, yeah, just go ahead. So I finally like I got my shoes, like I got everything I need, like my drink, my fucking food, like, and then I went to go grab my scooter, and at this point I just like he's still there, like he's still standing there arguing with customers at this point. I was like, yeah, you need to go. And like he finally left. He was like, I think he was like, I'm gonna call the police. I was like, call the cops. Like you try to fight me. Like I don't say I think, but I know for sure he tried to call the cops. And that was the end of him. The funny thing is, he still comes to the line to this day. And literally, he acts like nothing happened. I'm not gonna lie, he acts like nothing happens. He tries to give me a wave, I just kind of ignore him. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but just at a point where like, yeah, like you just caused the whole scene. Like we're not friends, dude. But yeah, I mean that's the end of the story time, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see y'all in the next video.